Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fiscal Talk. My name is Theodora. I'm a marketing manager here at Fiscal Solutions, and I have great pleasure to announce my dear colleague, Stefan Dietrich, our legal consultant and fiscalization expert. Stefan, welcome to Fiscal Talk.
Thank you, Theodora. Thank you for having me again. It's always a pleasure and the best time of the week to talk with you in Fiscal Talk.
Yay! Nothing better I could hear today. Our legal team is great. All of our consultants are really experts on their countries, and I know you guys are busy with all the workshops and clients. So every time I come to you, to make plans for fiscal talks. I know sometimes you're like, okay, Teodora, come later, but in the end, we really make great content for all of our audience. So really thank you for taking the time to show your expertise and knowledge, not just to me, but to everyone who's watching us, because that's what we're doing it for.
Definitely, it's a nice change of pace from my regular workday, and of course it's great to know that a lot of people can watch these videos and get a lot of really important information from them.
Exactly, you're right. I always invite our audience to either check out our fiscal portal or maybe check out our other Fiscal Talk videos where we talk a lot about important fiscalization topics, but they can definitely add you on LinkedIn as well and follow your work. I think that can be also very, very valuable. Before we start on today's topic, a very serious topic, if I may say, and that is not something I always say. To everyone who's watching us, definitely comment below if you have any additional questions on this or any other fiscalization topics, because we would love to have a conversation with you and actually tackle the topics and questions that are bothering you. And now the serious topic of the day is the audit process. Something that
always fun.
Always fun. Why not? Something that we should definitely be prepared for. So Stephanie, please share with us what shall we do in the situation of the audit if we are operating in Germany.
Thank you, Theodora. As you said, the audit is a very serious process that you need to be prepared for. You need to understand it, to understand the rules and how it functions in that specific country. When it comes to Germany, what is really special about Germany is that they have a separate law just regulating the audit process in Germany. It's called Kassennachschau, and it was enacted on January 1st, 2018. And from that moment on, it regulates the audit process in Germany. So in Germany, audit is conducted unannounced. So an auditor can come to your store, for example, at any time during your business hours. And the tax auditor can observe the sales process without giving you a legitimation, without telling you that the audit is happening. Once he requests some data, then he'll have to show his legitimation, but he can just observe the sales process. First, they will do, if the audit process starts, the auditor will make a sample receipt, like a sample sale, test sale, to see if all the elements are present in the receipt, if the entire system is working properly, and then they will ask for exports. What is very specific in Germany is that we have two types of exports. One is an export from the POS, and that is in human readable CSV format, and the other export comes directly from the TSC, and it's in the JSON format. So both of these exports can be have to be provided to the auditor, and they also have to match. So there's a lot of data you need to give to the auditor if an audit happens. So because not every employee can have the necessary authorization to access the archives, to access the TSC, there are some things you can do about it. So first of all, because when the auditor asks for the documents, for the necessary data, you have to provide them during your work hours. So if an auditor comes into your store and they ask for the data, you can do two things. You can either appoint a certain personnel that can be have all the necessary passwords. They are trained to access the archives, and they can give the auditor all the necessary data. Or if you don't want any of your employees to have access to that specific data, you can hire a tax advisor that can do that for you. he has to be available during your work hours, and in the store it has to be present a paper trail that there's a document that says which tax auditor is appointed and how the auditor can contact the tax advisor, and they have to of course be available during the business hours. Refusing to provide the auditor with the necessary data will trigger an in-depth audit of your entire company. So not just stuff relating to the fiscal cash register, but also to the entire company. So HR documents, your business documents, the entire business of the company will be subject to audit, and
Very serious.
should definitely be avoided.
Very serious. So we should not refuse the auditor for sure. Not in
Definitely.
Germany. The question I have is there any situation where we can postpone giving the necessary data to the auditor, so we do not enter the situation you just mentioned, so they go through our other files, etc.
Well, yes, there are some specific situations where you can postpone giving the data to the auditor. As Germans do, they thought about everything. So they first want you to have the designated personnel that can give the auditor the data, or have a tax advisor. So you can't say, oh, some person who has password is not here, so we can't give you the data today. But if you're operating a large business and there's a lot of customers on the premises, and exporting the data will disrupt the sales process or will hinder your salability a lot that day, then you can wait till the end of the workday or maybe postpone it a little bit later. Or if the audit is really serious and there's a lot of customers may be present, and the reputation of the company can be affected, then you can also ask the auditor to postpone the audit, just a little bit, maybe till the end of the workday.
Okay, thank you, Stefan. So we can postpone it in some situations until the end of the workday, and that's it.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so strict rules. Thank you for
Strict
sharing that
rules.
with us, because it's important to know all the rules in order to operate by the law, especially when these rules are strict. So thank you so much for explaining this. I maybe have a last question for the end, and that is, if we do not meet some of the let's say requirements from the auditor, what can happen besides the detailed audit of our other documents?
So depending on what kind of problem it is, as we said, this process is very strict. So there are some strict financial fines that can be enacted by the auditor. They can also close down your store or take your cash register for further inspection. So a lot can happen if you're not compliant with the fiscal law in Germany.
Okay, Stefano. Wow. So basically, to everyone who's watching us, do not watch other fiscal talks until you watch this one again, because it's the important one. Definitely. Thank you, Stefano, for explaining the whole process in details. And thank you for being our guest. It's always great to have you, and we will have you as a guest soon to talk about other fiscalization topics and subjects. 100%.
Definitely, I can't wait.
That's great to hear. To everyone who was watching us, thank you for watching us and being our fan. Definitely comment below and let us know, is there any other fiscalization question or topic that is bothering you, so we can work on it together and help you have your fiscalization process excellent. Until next time, like we said, watch this Fiscal Talk again, and then we will see you soon again, and that is next Tuesday. Until then, have a great week and bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Bye, Theodora. See you soon.